Hey guys, I just want to share a bit of a story, my story. It's hard to share your story sometimes. Recently, I just noticed that I've been having burning sensation in my eyes, and it happens after I had used my makeup, mostly my eyeshadow. Now, I have this eyeshadow. I've had this eyeshadow for God knows how long. I can't even tell you the years, but what I can remember is that I've had this eyeshadow more than 8 years. There's something very unique about this eyeshadow. If I wear this eyeshadow by 7:30 a.m. in the morning today, by tomorrow morning 7:30 a.m., this eyeshadow remains the same it is in my eyes, except there is water contact coming to my eyes, and sometimes even with the snow and sometimes rain, you still see that the eyeshadow is there. So that had made this powder so unique. I'm trying not to show the product name. That had made this powder so unique, and I buy other ones, they get broken. I go back and I pick this up. I buy others, they get broken. I'll show you a sample of it. I bought more than, I can't imagine, I can't remember the number of eyeshadows I've bought since I had this one that was gifted to me by one of my very sweet young lady. So I can tell you categorically that I bought more than 20 eyeshadow. I love eyeshadow, and it's either it gets broken or maybe I sit on my bag, and then the powder, can you see this, it gets broken, and then when I'm tired of cleaning my makeup bag, I dump it, and then I go back to this one. The funniest thing about this is that this never gets broken. Okay, when I tell you I've used it for 8 years, that's what I can remember. And then you see this, no matter how I throw my handbag, the powder inside never gets broken. But for every other one I buy, irrespective of how expensive it is, it's either the eyeshadow gets, can you see it, some of them gets broken, or the cover goes into two, and then it becomes a problem for me to have it in my bag, and then I dispose it, and then I go back to this one that I love so much. Now let's share a bit of a story of what has been happening. Over 2 years now, so I started noticing burning sensation in my eyes. I don't know what causes it, and I never attributed it to my eyeshadow that is actually causing it. But what I notice is that when I have like a long 7 hours sleep, I wake up in the morning, my sight is very clear. I can see very well. But once I put on this eyeshadow, this particular one I'm talking about that I've had for a long time, I start having burning sensation in my eyes. I went to an optician, and then I have short sight glass, like a glass I can use to see between this distance, and then I have a long sight glass that I can wear. So now I wear the two of them. Sometimes people see me out there, I'm either on the purple based on the distance of what I'm viewing, or I'm on this particular one based on the distance that I'm trying to view. And you can see a bit of the summary of my story. So a lot of us, we have some makeup that have been with us for very long because we love it so much, or for some reason we just don't remember when we bought those products. Recently I saw a video of a lady talking about makeup guidelines. The first thing that came to my head was, oh, that must be marketing strategy. That if the producers of this product doesn't have this marketing strategies, how will the company survive? That was exactly what came to my head, and I dropped a very funny comment in that post, and I said, oh, I have an eyeshadow I've been using for over 8 years. I love it and I cannot let it go. So but after some days, I was dealing with this burning sensation in my eye when I put the eyeshadow on. Something just said to me, why don't you read about this thing? So I went ahead and I just went on Google and I said, how long should I use an eyeshadow? And I was amazed at the guidelines that I saw about makeups. So majority of us, we buy makeup, lipstick, mascara, name it, foundation, primer. In fact, even wipes, makeup wipes, they've got specification of the number of months that you should use it. But we don't take a look at this thing. Can you see this? This one says that you should use it for 6 months after opening. This is your lip gloss. You shouldn't use it more than 2 years. Some of us, we have some lip gloss in our bag that we can't even remember when we had it. Whenever we put a dress on that suits the color, we put it on. Men, it's not just women. This is a sporty wave hair cream for my husband. I buy this product, we don't look at the expiration or the duration with which you should use this product after opening. If you can take a look at this little thing here, you shouldn't use this more than 12 months. You see this? More than 12 months. But a lot of people don't know. And one thing with these companies, they have the products a big size and a small size. Sometimes when we look at the prices of this product, we kind of feel like this is a better price based on the size compared to this. But there's something that we must look at after listening to this video. If you look at the size of the product and you see the price difference, the first thing or what should trigger your buying power is the number of months you can use that product. So some people have a lot of people in the house and they can buy a bigger one. So within 12 months, they can finish a bigger bottle. But if sometimes we say social media is this or that, but there are some things you see on social media, courtesy demands that you go back and you read about it. Just read. When you buy lipstick, check before you open the lipstick, the seal that covers the lipstick between the cover and the lipstick itself would usually tell you the number of months that you can use that product. Ideally, you shouldn't use some lipstick more than 1 year. But we don't look at these things, including me, I'm guilty. I don't look at it as well. You see your mascara. You shouldn't use your mascara more than 3 to 6 months. Now, how did I get to realize before I missed that part of the story? Whenever I can't find this my eyeshadow, for some reason I kind of have so many handbags and I just pick up a handbag and I don't find the one this particular one that I'm in love with. And then I go back and I use this one, any of the ones that are broken that I kept somewhere. I realized that for the whole of the day, I don't have that burning sensation in my eyes. The point is, my parents don't have, like it's not in our history, family history of having eye problem. And I'm wondering, why am I the one having eye problem product? Can you see this? It says I can use it for 3 months. So there's a bigger bottle of this. And that bigger bottle also says 3 months. So I just thought about it. It's not wise for me to buy the big bottle. Rather, why don't I go for the small one? What else are we talking about? Foundation. You see, this is your foundation, liquid foundation. There are some foundations that you shouldn't use more than 1 year. There are some foundations you shouldn't use more than 6 months. Take a look at those product guidelines before you continue using those products. Okay, this is a primer. Primers should not be used more than 1 or 2 years. Primer is something that doesn't easily get finished. Sometimes we just have it and we don't get to finish it, especially if we are not high user of makeup. You see this primer, the specification for most primers says 1 to 2 years, but every product has their duration for use once you open the product. I'm just going to zoom this and show you. Can you see that tiny box? It says that you shouldn't use this primer more than 6 months. Skin, whatever. I don't know, for some reason I buy these things, I just use it for the first 3 days. I'm very happy buying it for the first 3 days. Like, you need to see me using these things once someone says this is what is working. And after 3 days, for some reason, I just pack it up and I move on, and it's there until the day I remember again, and then I come back and I visit it. So it's quite a long video, but it's good, it's educational. Let's be mindful of how we use this product. Let's follow up with the guidelines. You never know what might be causing you some health challenges. Nobody wants to be going to the hospital for things that they can avoid. Even your hair product. Okay, look at this hair product. It says you shouldn't use it more than 12 months after opening. I have a friend that sometimes she just carries her makeup bag like this. She puts it in the trash without even checking when she bought the makeup. So she doesn't buy so much. So whenever she wants to discard it, it doesn't hurt her. But for people like us, we like makeup. So we try not to discard all the time because we want matching colors. And you see this one, it's going to my trash today. It's called Never Use Again because it has stayed with me too long. Thank you so much for watching. Thanks for following me. Thanks for sharing this video to share the knowledge for other people. You might just be helping someone who is having irritation based on expired cream and all of that. Thank you. Keep following me, like my video, share, support me the best way you can. And I love you guys. Bye.